What's up, everybody? Trent Denson here with another episode of the Spread the Positive podcast. Got a take two with this one with Miss Netiya Owens here at Royal Massage and Yoga Lounge here in Murfreesboro on Thompson Lane. Nurse analyst and entrepreneur, business owner, and yogi, all the things, man. She's out here doing a lot and just killing the game. Really excited to have her on and kind of talk about all she's got going with Royal Massage and all of that. And just all the typical spread the positive topics. So, Netiya, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Again.
Yeah, right? Yeah, sorry. A little technical difficulties on that first one. Came out a little scratchy and just wanted to run it back. And now we got the super legit setup. Shouts again to my man Carson Ferguson, Hype Videos, and Focus Outward, Soul for Souls. He's got a lot of stuff going on as well. Big shouts to him. But yeah, Netiya, Royal Massage and Yoga Lounge, where we are right now, beautiful space, in the middle of all the COVID, all the craziness that's been going on, still going strong, got some big things in the works, so let's get into it right away. What you got?
Well, my timing is perfect
right?
to open a yoga studio.
Right.
What better time?
Right.
Why not? But actually, we joke and we say that, but this is the time that people seem to really need an outlet most, because everybody is just super stressed, anxious, nervous, scared, and there's just so much going on, especially in the natural area. We just had a natural disaster. And then after that, we had this pandemic roll through, and now we're going through an uprising. So it's overwhelming.
It's been a lot. I think we're all just kind of, on edge, not on edge, but just been, tensions are high, a lot of stuff that's just really, weighing on people in different ways. So yeah, I'm right there with you. It's been an interesting few weeks and months for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's going on with Royal Massage Lounge or Royal Massage and Yoga Lounge? I know the first time we talked, it was right before June 1st. Y'all were talking about getting everything opened up and trying to stay on track with your plans and all that. So where are you at with everything?
So we're going to spread the positive.
Yes. Hey, focus on what's going right, huh?
We're going to focus on what's going right. So in May, we started doing virtual classes, which was something that was totally new for us. Wanted to give it a little more time, even though we could open back up before we did in June or June 1st. Just to make sure that the level of comfort was there. We had our processes in place and different things like that. So we officially reopened June 1st. We will continue to offer virtual classes in addition to the in-studio classes. So that's a perk. It's nice. One of the positive things to come out of that is that now I can expand my target audience.
There you go.
Not being from the area, I've been able to get my family and friends from home to support, and even some of my folks from Florida. I relocated here from Florida, so been around the world a little bit. So it does actually make it a little bit easier for me to stay in touch and spread that positive message and get people involved that are in the local area. And then for those that are local, we have massage services. The studio is open for you to come in and take classes. But if you are unable to or you get busy, you also have the virtual option as well.
Nice.
So I found that some of our members have actually been mixing it up and combining both options.
Nice.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I kind of jumped the gun. We usually start with the backstory and kind of lead up to current life. So can you give the listeners just a little backstory? I already heard it, man. I kind of jumped the gun on that, but I need it. Let's take it back. What were some of your early passions, and what led you to ultimately, opening this yoga studio and everything?
So the last time we chatted, we kind of talked about my experience with yoga, and initially I started out doing yoga for physical reasons.
Right.
I was having issues with my feet. Back then I was doing patient care. I'm not going to tell you guys how old I am, but it's been over a decade since I was having those issues, and someone asked me if I had tried yoga because I was going to the podiatrist. I was getting injections in my feet. And I started yoga, and to this day, I have not had another cortisone injection.
There you go.
I don't really have issues with plantar fasciitis anymore. I have utilized yoga and massage to help me through those physical aspects. But then, as far as the growth in my practice and um, the reason why I do yoga, it has kind of transitioned as I've grown and experienced life changes as well. And so, over a year ago, it's been a year and a half now, my son passed away, and yoga was the one thing. Well, I don't want to say the one, but it played a major part because at some points that may have been the only day or time that I got out and about to do anything. So I could throw on some yoga pants. Anybody could throw on some yoga pants. Maybe not all of us. But so that got me out of the house, got me out of my head, gave me a way to redirect my energy and find a new focus and really just figure out what my purpose is, because for so long I was used to being a wife and mother, and now I'm neither of those things. I mean, I will always be a mother, but it's very different because that was my only child, and so life just looks very different for me at this point.
Got to go ahead and give a shout out to JoJo. He helped us with some Spread the Positive events over the years, and OJ was one of the first people to be on the podcast. Big supporter to this day, and just one of my favorite people I've come across. And the connections there and the full circleness of it is pretty beautiful in itself. And appreciate the vulnerability and kind of getting that out there. And man, my heart still goes out to you and to everybody involved with that. He was an amazing kid. So shouts to JoJo, and thank you to you, man. You shaped a great kid, and it's cool to be able to take it all the way back and kind of be full circle with it all, and how it's led to this and your yoga practice and finding that mental solitude and being able to deal with, something that, it's literally like the most devastating thing anyone can ever imagine. So speaking on that, and I know we don't want to dive into that too much, but just being able to add mental health tools to the toolbox. That's something that we talk about a lot with Spread the Positive and trying to maintain a positive mindset and all of that type of stuff. So just kind of dive into that a little more, just on the like what yoga's done for you, just how that. It was, like you said, a major thing for you to get to where you are now and be able to open this place and be able to provide such an amazing opportunity for people to join or come together, have a sense of community, all the stuff that we're about, again, with Spread the Positive. So on a bigger picture level, why is that so important to you, to provide that sense of community and be able to, be a resource for people that might be going through something similar,
I think for me, it's been one of those things where not a lot of people have experienced what I've experienced, so it's really hard sometimes to find those that can relate. And like you said, with yoga, there's really an emphasis on community and having that community vibe, that community feel, and not being from this area. Um, where do you go? Where do you find solace if you don't have any family in the area? So creating that community vibe is essential for me because I don't have family in the area, and I do get the importance, and I see how even though one day you may think you have your things together or your ish together, and then life throws you a wrench and you have to figure out how to deal and what to do to move forward. So the tools that you learn with yoga definitely gives you more emphasis on self and being grounded, and just learning different techniques to kind of turn off, because sometimes we're just so busy. I'm a big multitasker, like you can see came in today. Like I'm working, I got my laptop,
got the tour going, got lining up some video people, man. That's how it is nowadays. It's amazing.
So you have to learn how to unwind, and you have to be able to turn it off sometimes. And when I started out doing yoga at first, that wasn't my focus.
Right.
That wasn't my. It was more for the physical aspect.
Right.
So I could care less about savasana, to be honest. But when I was doing gym yoga, it's easy to kind of creep out and not, nobody really care about. I mean, and not that we, if you can't, or if that's not a part of your practice, if you haven't gotten to that point yet, it's not something that's necessarily frowned upon.
Right.
But I feel like you learn about those different aspects of yoga and meditation and things like that being in a studio setting versus being at a gym.
100%.
So you can do a little bit more. You can learn a little bit more. The focus isn't always on fitness. So
right.
Even though fitness is important, your mental health is just as important as your physical health.
Right.
So being in a yoga studio setting, it allows for that, and you get a little bit more growth in your practice. I feel like being in a studio setting, and I've enjoyed both, and I've done both over the years. Not to knock it, but I just think that there's a different vibe and a different feel that you get being in an actual studio setting.
Yeah, the energy in this place is great. I mean, the aesthetics, everything is amazing. It looks incredible. I haven't experienced a class or anything, but those massage chairs in there, I have experienced those, and it's next level. So just all of what you just said, it's super spot on, especially nowadays. Being able to just unplug at any capacity is so important, and being able to quiet your mind and trying to focus on the simplicity of life, and just being able to slow it down. And like you said, yoga is just an amazing example of that, and something that people can tap into and dive into a community where it's very tranquil, it's very peaceful, it's very, all the solitude that comes with doing yoga and quieting your mind. Like, it's so important. Like, if you don't take the time out of your day to do that, with the way things are right now, and just the tensions and all of the stuff that we're all experiencing on different levels, man, it's imperative to try to find something like a yoga community or a meditation group or whatever you can do just to quiet your mind. I mean, it's everything, right? So yeah, just moving on. We're always talking about what's going right and things that are making a positive impact in the community. This is definitely an amazing example, in my opinion, and I know you're working on building this community up here at Royal Massage and Yoga Studio. So yeah, just can you just speak on where that's heading, what future plans are, and all of that?
Let's see. So, as far as future goals, that we're we pride ourselves on yoga, and yoga is the primary focus here. But I do think that one of the things that kind of stands out from our studio versus some of the other studios is we mix it up a little bit, and we try to make it fun.
Right.
And so finding that balance has been one of the things that I've been trying to do with some of the events that we have coming up. I've actually partnered with a fitness instructor.
Cool.
So we're going to be doing a morning boot camp
starting
next month at 8 o'clock in the back parking lot. So it's going to be like real deal.
It's going to be hot even at 8. It gets hot at 8 nowadays.
It does get warm. So you'll get a good little sweat in. So for those that want to get a little cardio and mix it up with the yoga, so you can do the boot camp. And if you want to do a yoga class afterwards, we have a yoga class that's coming up. We also do some really nice events. So I have an event coming up this Saturday, actually, with Big Creek Winery Tasting Room. So we do some like yoga and wine, or yoga and mimosa events to actually create more of a community sense. So people that may not necessarily know about yoga or haven't experienced yoga, it gives them some incentive to come in and try something.
A little fun juice will make anything a little looser and fun, right?
So that's another thing that we've done. I've also partnered with the Pyramid Foundation.
Okay.
And they are a local organization that focuses on mental health awareness.
Okay. Nice.
So we've done some things, and I've actually gifted some memberships to them so that we can help with those who are struggling with mental health. Because, I mean, I know what it is and how something traumatic can put you in a complete 360.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we don't necessarily know the resources or have those resources available. So this is kind of like one of the first steps that you can take to move in that direction. So that's one of the things that I've done.
They're here local, the Pyramid. What's it called, Pyramid?
The Pyramid Foundation.
Okay, cool. I need to check that out. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Are they in Murfreesboro?
They're in Murfreesboro.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll check them out.
Pyramid Foundation of Tennessee.
Cool.
And Renee Rochelle is one of the founding members of that group. And so we've been collaborating with them and working on some future events to come up. I've also partnered with Breathe Easy Salt Cave.
Okay, cool.
So if you come to the studio, you can get a discount at the Salt Cave. So that's one of the partnerships that we have. And like breathing is essential. You know, everybody has been.
Just take a deep breath. It would really help a lot of us. Yeah.
Just take a deep breath. And the Salt Cave is really kind of cool because it helps with different ailments and different things like that. So really trying to emphasize some of the more alternative methods of health and wellness, because I find that even though I'm a nurse, I find that in our society we put a lot of emphasis on Western medicine, and we sometimes treat the symptoms, not really getting to the root of the problem. And that was a big thing for me with my plantar fasciitis. I was not getting to the root of the problem.
Right.
And so once I started addressing those issues and learned some different things through yoga, and how to stretch my feet properly and different things like that, it was a game changer.
Right.
So helping you find different resources and different things in the community that can help with some of those ailments that you may have that you don't necessarily have to address from a traditional medicinal standpoint.
Right. Yeah, that's everything. I'm so glad you brought that up because I think it's a huge opportunity, and a lot of the stuff that we've gone through here lately is kind of exposed just how crazy our healthcare industry is, and just how, I mean, it's been pretty backwards since I can remember, you know. And I think there's a lot of these things that are coming to light, a lot of natural healing, not prescriptions, not pharmaceutical stuff. It's literally just your body healing itself. That's what our bodies are designed to do by definition. I know that's like kind of a core thing with all things chiropractic and massage, yoga, all these things that we know. I mean they've been around way longer than any of our prescription drugs and stuff that we know for sure this stuff will correct your body and ultimately get you healthier if you allow it to. So I think there's a lot of opportunity in that space, and I think it's really cool how you've already really connected with some amazing organizations that are doing that, providing different services, providing different outlets for people to learn more, get involved with different things, try different things. It's just really cool to see that type of stuff coming more to the forefront.
Yeah. I'm glad that you actually mentioned chiropractors, because we actually have partnered with a chiropractor.
There you go.
And they're right around the corner from the studio, Unity Chiropractor.
Nice.
So
Devin, right?
That's nice.
Dr. Devin over there, right?
Yeah, Dr. Devin,
Man. Shouts to Dr. Devin. I see you over there.
And I've actually been invited to his small business group.
Nice.
So that's been good, and he's been emphasizing Murfreesboro Strong.
Right. That group's strong. It's blowing up. He's doing really good with that.
It's really taken off. Yeah, it's really taken off. So just trying to surround myself around good people, positive people. We do have a yoga instructor. Her name is JoJo.
There you go. Nice, man.
So love JoJo.
Yeah.
She's an instructor, and she also does Ayurveda consultation. consultations.
Nice.
So that's that natural health
Yes.
consultation. And Ayurveda is like the sister science of yoga, and just teaching you how to listen to your body and different things that you can do, different herbs. Now, from a clinical aspect, now if you come in and you're extremely hypertensive and you have an issue, we're going to tell you you need to go to seek medical attention, and you should see your primary care provider. But if it's something simple that like for instance, like maybe using peppermint to help with relieving headaches or different little things like that you just may not be aware of, those natural remedies, or using ginger for nausea or different things like that, just kind of pointing you and steering you in that direction, because some things we can, like you say, the body does naturally heal itself, and we just don't have that knowledge base. So providing that knowledge and that resource for the community is one of the things that we really like to emphasize here.
That's so good. I need to get you in touch with the folks at LT360. Shameless plug for them. I work with them on a pretty regular basis, record their radio show on a weekly basis, but their whole thing is getting healthy at a cellular level, the right nutrition, the right supplements, like they have the heal and recovery powder that's just like amazing hydration stuff that just literally, I mean, that's a lot of what a ton of people's problems are is just being dehydrated, and we're just, again, not aware of that. But just having those types of, I just really think there'd be a lot of synergies, and they're actually looking to partner with some yoga and masseuse type businesses. So I'll definitely get you plugged in with them. But it's amazing, like there's a revolution happening in this space, and it's amazing to see companies like yourself and people going out and starting businesses and doing things that are literally just about health and wellness and bringing community together. Like, I mean, there's not much more in line with Spread the Positive than that to it. I mean, when you really break it down. So thank you first and foremost for taking that leap of faith, for putting in the effort, for putting in, I mean, I can't imagine the amount of work that it took to get this place like this. It looks amazing, and all you've already done, and you're a couple months in, it's just really impressive. So congratulations, first of all. You're doing some amazing stuff. I'm really pumped to be involved at any capacity and help however we can. But it's fun to be around these types of people. It brings this type of atmosphere, attracts the type of people you're really looking for, and I know you can relate to that with just the amount of time you've been open and the connections that you have. So it's got to be an amazing feeling bringing these types of people that are like-minded and trying to do the same thing. I always say that all the time too. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're trying to be there for our fellow man. We're trying to do things the right way. We're trying to conduct business, make a living, and just keep things moving. Be a community, be a place where people feel welcomed and all of that stuff, and you're doing it here. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So just, I mean, we kind of bounced around a little today. Just wanted to, make sure we covered everything that you have going on, any ways that people can get involved, specials, incentives, anything like that. Go ahead and plug away.
Oh, we actually do have a couple of incentives going on right now. We have a unlimited membership, so you can do unlimited yoga for $59. And if you sign up now, you get a free zero gravity chair massage.
Ooh, that's a deal in itself right there. So you sign up, people. These chairs are legit.
I love the chairs. I absolutely love the chairs. And this is such a really these are things that I love. I love yoga and I love massages. Yeah. And one of my girlfriends, she has a group. It's called the Elevate Her, and her slogan is self-care is not selfish. And for women, I'm telling you, we focus so much on others and taking care of everyone else that we don't really focus on taking care of ourselves. And so sometimes that 1 hour of yoga where you get out and leave the children at home is the time for you to kind of settle in and focus. So we also have a promo for $5 off your first class that you can take advantage of. And more to come. I'm actually thinking of some different incentives. all of our members get, when you sign up for a membership, we have some member swag.
Nice.
So you can get
there you go.
a royal sweat towel, a water bottle. So we're working on some things. And I think I want to do some type of t-shirt incentive.
Nice.
So I don't know if it's going to be like after you participate in so many classes, you get a free t-shirt, or if it's going to be like a sign up kind of thing. So kind of playing with a few ideas right now. But we definitely have the unlimited yoga, which is 40% off. And you get that for $59. And that way you get to try some of the different classes, because everybody's class is structured a little bit differently, and I love that. And I don't micromanage the instructors. I want them to be them, and I like it to be authentic. And a lot of times, that's what attracts people to your class specifically.
Yeah, connecting with the teachers got to be a huge part of it.
Yes, for sure. So I want them to have different styles and play different music and, different things like that. So you may hear some ambient sounds that may be their thing. You may hear some hip hop music. Right. You may hear, I had one instructor that liked metal. And
wow, so, interesting.
So they did like a hard rock thing.
That's cool.
So, so we really like the uniqueness of all of the instructors, and we promote that.
Yeah.
And we want to cultivate that, because everybody is so different, and everybody's reason for doing yoga is different. So we have power classes that are more fast-paced and fitness-based for those that want to feel like they got a good workout. And then we have some classes that are more laid back, stretching, meditating, focused. So it really just depends on what you're looking for.
That's cool. How many instructors do you have?
Right now I have 6.
Wow.
Right now I have 6 instructors, and I'm one of them.
Hey, what's your class like?
My class is a slow flow beginners class. Okay. Because I'm new to being a yoga instructor, but that's kind of like my focus and what I like. Yeah. So I have a hatha class that's on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30.
Cool.
So you can drop in and actually see me personally.
And the brains behind it all, slowing it down and teaching those beginners how to do it. I might have to take you up on that. I want to see how that goes down. That's cool. And that's really cool that you have, 6 of them already just in that type of variety. I mean, that's unique. That's got to be unique and like really. That's cool. Like, I'm learning today. This is cool. And where are we? What's the address, and just places people can follow you, all of that type of stuff.
So we are located at 4551 North Thompson Lane. We're across the street from Jim and Nick's.
There you go.
People have been telling me that.
There you go.
That's Jim and Nick's. Yeah. Everybody knows Jim and Nick's.
Jim and Nick's is solid. Can't knock them there.
So we're across the street from them. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We're at Royal Massage and Yoga. And just to kind of give you guys a little bit of extra information. So one of the things that's kind of changed with COVID, we're going contactless. So we encourage people to sign up ahead of time online. We do have a cool app. So once you sign up on our website, you have the option. You don't have to download the app, but it allows you to sign up, and you can check in via the app, or the instructor can check you in via the app when you arrive. So we're pretty much cashless.
Nice.
So that's one of the new things that we're doing, and then everything is sent to you via email. So regardless if you sign up for a virtual class or an in-studio class, you get that information or confirmation. And with the in-studio classes, we have like a COVID screening that goes out to you. So it's all automated, and it prompts you if you answer yes to any of the questions. We encourage you to cancel your class. Yeah. And if you have any questions or concerns, to call the studio. So that's one of the things that we're doing a little bit differently with the whole COVID thing. You do have the option of wearing a mask in the studio. I find that we've had a combination of both. Some people come in and they wear their mask the entire time. Some people come in and wear their mask, and then when they get settled on their mat, they remove their mask for class. So I feel like people can be responsible and accountable enough, and you know that if you're sick, you need to stay away.
Steer clear, please. Yeah.
We'll be here whenever you're better.
Yep. You can come on back when you're nice and healthy.
Yes, but I am. I wouldn't say a germaphobe, but I am a nurse, so I'm really big on cleanliness and making sure that we have good cleaning practices. So we follow CDC guidelines. If you do, however, receive an actual massage, the massage chairs, you don't have to wear a mask for. But if you actually receive a mask, the current recommendations are for you to wear a mask the entire time. So for the massage services, masks are required.
Got you. Okay, that makes sense. So, anything you can speak on in the crazy world of nursing these days? I mean, what are you seeing there? I mean, is it even worth bringing up?
I really commit. Like, I have friends that are nurses and doctors, and those that are on the front lines, I appreciate all of them. My role's a little bit different now. I work as an analyst, so I'm in IT, so I work remotely currently. But here locally, we've had some influx, but our numbers haven't been as high as some of the other areas, or even Nashville, as far as COVID positive patients. There's not very many people at the hospital currently that are admitted for COVID, which is a good sign.
It's a great sign.
So even though it's still prevalent,
yeah.
People are able to manage their symptoms at home and just kind of self-quarantine and get through it like they would with the flu or your common cold. So that's, that's good. I mean, of course, nobody ever wants to be sick and having to deal with that, and just the fear of the unknown. So even though we are open, I still encourage people to social distance, depending upon what you're doing and where you are. I do feel like you should wear a mask, and that's why I leave that option open for those, and let them make that decision based upon their comfort level. But just because we're open, that doesn't mean that you don't have to comply. And then the other thing is being in a boutique, like fitness studio type setting, you don't have a large amount of people coming at you or being exposed to a large amount of people. We've reduced our class size by more than half.
Okay.
So we're limited to, or I don't want to say limited to, but currently we're only having 6 people in class at a time. So that keeps our numbers down and makes it an even more intimate setting, which is
cool.
Nice.
That's got to be cool, right?
Yeah. So I mean, you could get lucky and come in, and it's only you and another person, so you get more one-on-one attention that way too. So it's almost like a private session or a small group session instead of some of the larger numbers that you see at some of the other.
Yeah, I mean, I see those classes. It looks like there's like 40, 50 people in there. That's cool. It's really intimate and close and close circle. That's cool, man. I want to check this out, man. You got me curious about some of this stuff. I could be a little more flexible and some other and physically.
OJ did yoga.
Yeah. OJ told me about yoga a lot. Yeah, that's one of his go-to things. Yeah, he's been doing that.
We've been doing yoga for years. So this is something that really, like, I'm not trying to sell people on.
Yeah, you don't have
to. Like, it's something that I really love and enjoy, and I've been doing over the years, and I really see the benefit.
Right.
And I would love to help anybody in any way that I can.
Yeah. So. That's what it's all about, and you're definitely man, it's just a great example again of everything we're really trying to bring light to with Spread the Positive, the smaller operations that are really passionate about what they do and why they're doing it, and it's painfully clear why you're doing this, and it's coming from a place of love and sincerity and building a community. I mean, it's a really amazing. It's a really amazing thing you're doing, so thank you, and I'm just really pumped for you in every sense of the word, what's on deck and what's coming down the pipeline, and even with the craziest time to ever start something, literally probably ever in the history of that we know here in modern human human times, but still just having the optimism and, adapting and, pivoting and all the stuff that you've done already. You can see that this is one of those that's going to make an impact and really going to be a staple for what this holistic health movement is all about, because there's a lot of foo-foo stuff out there too that can be misleading and can be not as beneficial as something very authentic. And what y'all are doing here is definitely that. Like, you can't fake what y'all are doing here, because it's and it's the social media presence and all the stuff that you're pushing out, man. It's been really cool to see and to be a part of, and I'm really excited for you. I think you're on track to do some amazing things, and hoping to assist and facilitate and be a resource and an advocate for this, because I truly believe it, and I love coming across the people that are really doing it. And that, again, like Spread the Positive has had a way of really attracting these types of people, just like you're doing with Royal Massage and Yoga Lounge here. Just it's fun, man. It's fun to just connect with the good ones, and there's a lot more of us than the alternative. And when we come together, it's powerful, and it's really exciting. So, any final thoughts? Anything I missed?
So, with all that being said, one of the things that I do want to make sure that I share with your group specifically, if you need a space, if you're looking for a space, please reach out to me. I'm open to collaborating with other groups. Again, I'm not from this area, so I'm still learning. And I would love to collaborate with other groups in the community that are interested in doing something positive. So I want to make sure that I do note that, and you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. I respond to my own messages. You
don't have that big PR marketing team just yet.
I have the option to do that. Shout out to Thrive. I use Thrive for my website host, and so I use them, and then I have a program called Zen Plan, and they have that really cool app, but there is an option for them to reply back to your responses and your reviews and things like that. But I want you to get my actual feedback.
Right.
Because if it's something that needs to be addressed, I want to address it directly. And so I don't want to just hear about what we're doing well. I want to know what we can improve on as well. So I take my business very seriously, and you got to hear a little bit of a snippet with my new instructor that I was interviewing. But the things that are important to me, I emphasize to instructors up front, because I want us to be on the same page and sending the same message. And I want people to be around me in my space, because we are really trying to spread the positive.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of spread the positive, if you message me on Instagram or Facebook and you're interested in taking a yoga class, I will give you 50% off if you mention Spread the Positive, and I will hook you up with 50% off your first class.
That's really cool. So, thank you. We'll be sure to put that in the notes, and I'm pumped to actually get this one out. I hate the first one didn't come out as good as it was, because it was some good stuff. We really were flowing there for a while, and it's hard for lightning to strike twice in the same place, but I feel like we held it together, got most everything covered, and just like I said before, man, I'm really excited for you, and I got a lot of love for you and a lot of stuff that you're doing, and like I said before, the full circle of everything, and just all of it. Like, you're gonna kill it, and this place already just has the right vibe. It has the right feel. The location's amazing. Just fired up for you, and we'll definitely do some Spread the Positive collabs up in here, and do some events and networking and connecting with folks, because I think that'd be really cool. So we'll chat about that off mic, but be sure to follow them, Royal Massage and Yoga Lounge, and just keep an eye out, because we got some big things coming. Miss Netiya Owens, big things. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for taking the time, and just really pulling for you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yo.